New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ficco's Family Bowl-O-Drome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficcosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Ficco's Bowl-O-Drome in Franklin, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins Winter Tournament 2014. In our second Sweet 16 show, Jeff Sluzinski locks and loads against veteran bowler John Kafalas. Then in Game 2, first-time challenger Bob Anderson takes on young gun Nick Norcross. Now let's roll with your host, Jay Horrigan.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to New England Candlepins. We're here at Ficco's Bowl-O-Drome in Franklin, Massachusetts, and we're here with our two bowlers. I'm going to start off with a difficult name. First, John Kafalas, but I'm going to go over here to Jeff Sluzinski.
Good job.
That was close?
Good job. Good job.
Okay. I will mess that up the rest of the day, I can guarantee you.
That's okay. That's okay.
Well, Jeff, is this your first time with us?
First time on the show, yeah.
Excellent. It's good to have you with us. And where do you bowl out of?
I bowl out of Canal Lanes in Southampton, so make the trip over from Western Mass.
Okay. There's another guy that bowls out of there that we've seen on this show. I can't remember his name.
I think I bowled with him on Wednesday night, but I can't remember his name either.
Is he a good bowler?
He's okay. He's okay.
Is he president of anything?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Okay. Who's the better bowler of the two of you?
I don't know. I think I may be.
I think so as well. I think so as well. So, Jeff, it's great to have you here. You're going to be taking on John Kafalas. John, you've been on the show before. It's good to see you.
Oh, it's nice to be back.
How have you been bowling recently?
Not too bad. Kind of busy, so not enough practice time. But other than that, we're doing all right.
All right. And you excited to be back here on the show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Jeff also from the Western New England Tour, so it should be a good match.
Absolutely. Do you know anything about this mystery bowler we're talking about?
Yeah, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you, so we don't want that.
Well, you'd have to stand in a long line for that. There's a lot of people out there. Okay. Well, we're going to be back with our first match, John Kafalas against Jeff Sluzinski, in just a moment. Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're back with our first match of the day. And up first will be Jeff Sluzinski. And Jeff will start on lane 16, taking on John Kafalas.
Sluzinski on the 3-pin. Leaves the 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Goes outside and he makes it.
Ooh! Oh,
wow!
What a shot to start this match off. Sluzinski, a first-timer to our show.
What is it with first-timers? What are we, 3 for 3?
Yeah, 3.
At least in this in the winter set.
This is our fourth new timer out of 6 bowlers.
And they've all started out well.
And so far, they all won their first match.
Jeff takes out 6, leaves the check mark on the right-hand side. Goes inside and he makes that.
And he makes it.
Goes a little outside, makes it anyhow. So 2 marks for Sluzinski, who bowls out of Canal Lanes with, who were you guys talking about?
I don't know. some mystery
Huh.
person.
That's weird because I bowl there, but
Oh, you bowled there as well?
yeah. Well, I mean sometimes.
Okay.
Huh.
Then maybe. Nice
John
shot by
Kafalas
John.
looking
Maybe you
for
know
him.
who he was talking,
Yeah,
referring
I don't know.
to. I don't know.
Irby knows him too. That's interesting. I don't know. I'll have to investigate that.
It's a small, strange world.
Well, there's only like 4 guys that bowl at Canal.
Wow.
Irby with the 5-pin.
Irby splits it in half. Irby is a regular down here at Ficco's Bolodrome. High single of 183, high triple of 446, and average is 116. Qualified for the show as our 6th seed with a 373, and he opens with a spare as well. On a spare, crushes the pocket, drops a strike. Flurry of a start for these two bowlers in this match, both opening with 2 marks apiece.
Sluzinski on the spare, on the pocket.
Good looking ball.
Drops 8, looking for more. Leaves the 7 and 8. Piece of wood laying flat up front. Another piece behind, still rolling around a little bit in front of the 9-pin.
No,
Little space there, so I think he's going to go left on it. Maybe the red line or so.
All right, so you would play the left wood or the right wood?
I'd go left wood.
Left wood.
He goes kind of
He
both.
kinda
He
is both, yeah.
gaps the first one and pushes
and-
the second
yeah.
one. So, you know what? Jay put that down. Dave and I were both right that time.
Making a note?
Yeah.
We'll
I thought
get through
he,
this
I
one
thought
way
he
or
had
the
a pretty
other.
good shot of making the shot with either wood. It was just a personal preference.
3 in a row for Jeff now. Averages a 111 out of Canal. His high singles a 168. His high triples a 439. Takes out an interesting 6. He's got the 4, 7, 9, and 10 with a piece of wood that I'm not sure
Yeah, I
he
don't
can
think he
use,
can
but he
even
might
use.
try it anyhow. It's kind of in that no man's land spot. He goes for the 2 pins and
Ooh, looking
finds
to
the
cut it
curve
up the
instead.
wall. Almost got a piece of it. Yeah, and you're right, Richie. That wood was a no man's land. Didn't help him at all. Only gets a 7. But he did post another mark.
Yep, 57 for 4. You can't complain with that. Now let's see what John Kafalas can do here.
John working on a strike. Right into the 1-3 pocket again. Drops 8. Leaves the 2-8 piece of wood out in front of the 2-pin at a bad angle. But
Really?
it is still makeable.
Really bad angle, Dave. He's going to have to be inch perfect on this shot.
Yeah. Gotta hit it high, and he
And
does.
he got
Perfect.
Nice shot.
Perfectly done.
That
Hits
looks
it
like
high,
a real
drives
hard
the wood,
shot.
spins the wood straight back. Takes them both out. Very well done.
He made that look easy, but that shot was absolutely perfect. If he goes too high on the cap, he may not get even either pin. And if he goes too low, there's no way he carries the 8. Great shot from Kafalas. Got some great pace behind the ball today.
Right, Kafalas dropping 7 in his fill, leaves a makeable spare leave, the 1-4-7 piece of wood. Just to the left, might be touching the head pin, but it should help carry the 4 and 7.
There's also a piece touching the 4 behind that as well, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just not able to hit the head pin. So he will be open in the 4th as well, but he will have a lead. A 10-pin lead after 4 boxes for John Kafalas, if my math is correct.
I believe it is.
Great.
Well done.
I can confirm it is also a 10-pin match. Sluzinski off to the right. He leaves the 4 horsemen left with the 10 pin.
Oh!
Wow, everything but the 10 pin.
Looked like he may have. He was close to catching that.
Yeah, the head pin just blew into the wall and just went straight back. Didn't really come off the wall the way he was hoping for it to catch the 10. But he converts a 10 box nonetheless. All right, Jeff, three times now in a row. He's just off to the right, I think. But looking to convert this. Plays the safe side. You know, you let left side of the head pin. Don't want to go through the hole again. But looking for a 10 bucks here. Unable.
Leaves the door open for Kafalas here.
Kafalas can take control of the match right here. Already up 10 and against 18 pins for 2.
Kirby bowls with his towel in his pocket.
You don't see that too often.
No.
I can't bowl with change in my pocket without knowing it's there. I don't know how he can do that.
I once knew a guy who bowled with keys in his right belt buckle. And every time he bowled, his arm would hit his keys. And he still averaged about $1.11. I don't know how he did it. John looking to convert this trick. He's, nearly gets the wood to come off the wall right to take out the 7.
Came off the wall, but came off a little bit too high on the deck and jumps in front of the 7 pin. And into the gutter for good measure. No matter. 10 box for Kafalas, keeping it a 10 pin match.
Yep. All right, through 5 boxes, we have Jeff Sluzinski at 67 and John Kafalas at 77. Good match so far.
John also wears 2 different shoes.
It's interesting. I haven't noticed that.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear that, Richie?
I heard that. That's
No, did you hear Dave's response? He said,
what did he say?
That's interesting.
Oh, well, of course it is. That's riveting stuff.
Thank you.
Where's our Emmy?
I'm going to be back here for the rest of the day.
John looking to convert
Great.
the 147 for a spare. Favorable wood behind the head pin. And little light on the head pin. I think that pushed the ball further left than he was hoping for, and why he missed the 7 pin.
Originally, I thought he snuck by the head pin, but when he clipped that, I thought for sure the shot was going to carry.
Yeah. That'll be 9 bucks. Hit the wood in the gutter first. But he did gain a pin, so he has an 11 pin lead after 6 boxes.
See if Jeff can get back on the head pin here.
Oh, Jeff, what a ball.
It's a way to get back
With
on
a
it.
strike in the 7th. He's going to climb his way back into the match, hopefully. Working on a strike. Hits the 2 pin first. Only gets 4. Leaving a cluster in the center. 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. Looking to convert. It's the head pin on the outside. Does
5
get
pin still
3
wants to
more.
fall.
But he did get a good 7 fill.
It is a good 7, and he's set up nicely for the 10 here. He can get 9 or 10 out of this.
And he does get to 9.
That'll keep him within reach, though, regardless of what Irby Kafalas does here.
Kafalas will need 2 marks to increase his lead. Substantially increase his lead, I should say. But he is up 11. He's opposite a strike. Misses the head pin, but he gets a fantastic break.
Yeah.
Drops 9, leaves only the head pin. And he's able to
nice
take
there.
advantage, which is the right thing you want to do when you get those. So, John matches at least the mark that Jeff put up in the 7th. Working on the spare, right in the 1-2 pocket. Drops 7 more.
That was a really good ball there.
Great job.
Leaves the side saddle triangle, the 1-5-9. Piece of wood that's, looks like it's behind the 9. Might be just touching it.
That can't hurt. You say side saddle triangle?
Yep.
I've never heard that before, and I love it.
Yep.
I'm immediately adding that to my repertoire.
Nice.
Heard it,
Glad.
but that's not surprising.
Well, the traditional triangle
never
would
heard
obviously
it?
be in front
I
of
haven't
you.
heard that, no.
Yeah. And John is able to match exactly what Jeff put up, 17 and 9, 26 pins. So he
be an
maintains his
11
11 pin lead.
Yep.
With the side saddle triangle.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard a lot of weird ones, but I haven't heard that one before. That's what it is, though.
Yeah, it really is.
Sluzinski leaves the 3 horsemen right, the 7 pin, piece of wood right behind the head pin, a little bit of space in between there, so has to go pretty full on the leader here.
Oh,
Thought he had it.
thought he cut the wood first, which is not ideally what you're looking for because it does push the head pin in front of the 3. Generally, we just want to try to make that shot clean like the wood ain't there. It's tough to do, though. But he gets a 9. He's going to need to post a mark here to realistically put some pressure on
Jeff
John.
going into his 10th frame.
Jeff, though, is bowling well. He has 110 through 9. A little high on the 1-2. Drops 6, leaves the 3, 6, 7, 10. No wood at all to help him. Has to have it. Oh! It's the 3 pin on the outside. Was only able to get the 3 and the 10 pin. And it's just an 8 bucks. But a good string nonetheless. 118 for Jeff. A good showing for him.
That's right, 118 will win you a lot of games.
But looks like
Fortunately, it won't be this one.
looks like John will move on, but he's still got to roll the ball. You never know.
That's right, 6-foot fouls, and
And I think that ties the match. He needs one more pin. Oh, and he
outside
converts
on
the
the
4 horsemen.
horsemen makes that for good measure.
Stole the words right out of my mouth. I was literally going to say that exact thing.
That's beautiful.
That's good. That means we're on the same page. It's a shame we only have one page. Irby buries the head pin again. Boy, he's bowling terrific. Drops 8 again, leaves the 2 and 4. that as well. So he'll be in the 140s.
Yep, he's at 140 plus a ball.
Unless he throws a strike, he gets the 150. We got your quick math here on New England Candlepins.
They're like multiples of 10. Makes things easier.
Human calculators.
I actually used my abacus, Jay.
Did you? Well done. Well
7
done.
for Irby on that, and it'll be a 147 to 118 match.
So John will move on to face the winner of our next match between Nick Norcross and Bob Anderson.
So we'll be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment. We're back after that match between Jeff Sluzinski, still got the name,
You got the name right. Good job, Jake.
and John Kafalas. Jeff, you bowled well. You had a 118 in there, but
Yeah, well,
John was just on fire.
I'll tell you, I can't hang my head. I came out and I wanted to put up some early marks. I did that, and hats off to John. He responded, and good match, John.
You bowled very well for your first time on our show. It was a pleasure having you here.
Okay, I'll be back.
Well, we certainly hope so, and thank you very much for pitching in.
Thank you.
All right, John, congratulations, a 147. Great effort.
Thank you. Jeff got it right out of the box. He got it started. It was just game on from the beginning. No time to get comfortable. So I'll take it.
Absolutely, absolutely. You had some great shots. You had one tremendous strike. Everything just all fell at once for you.
Well, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. You really just have to keep it in play.
Absolutely. Well, you advance now on to our Elite Eight round. Will you take on the winner of the next match from today's show? And we'll be back to talk to our bowlers in our next match right after this.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
And we're back with our bowlers for our second match, Nick Norcross and Bob Anderson. Bob, this is your first time on our show, correct?
Yes, it is. Yep.
And where do you bowl out of?
Lindy's in Quincy and Westgate in Brockton.
Okay, excellent. Now, how have you been bowling recently?
Up and down. You know, good nights, bad nights.
Okay, have you ever bowled against Nick?
No, I haven't.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. We welcome you to our show.
Thank you.
Hope you have fun. Nick, this is your second appearance with us, or third?
Third, I think.
Third?
I think it's third,
Fourth?
yeah.
I don't know.
Something
It
like
may
that,
be
yeah.
like your 50th. Welcome back. How have you been bowling recently?
Pretty good, really good, yeah. You know, Worlds are coming up next week, so it's going to be a long week of bowling. Hope it stays there or carries over. So,
Absolutely. Worlds. I've been preparing for them as well.
great.
Yeah, we should have a good time. I'm looking forward to that. Wait, you shouldn't be laughing. It's very serious, Worlds. So, as we prepare for the World competition, we're going to take this very seriously. This is a warm-up for the Worlds. Okay, and we'll be back. Why don't you roll those brackets? And we're back with our next match on today's show. Nick Norcross versus Bob Anderson. Up first is Bob on lane 15. Good luck, guys.
Bob Anderson starting us off on lane 15. He's out of O'Lindy's in Westgate. Averages a 114. His high singles a 183. His high triples a 445.
And another first-time bowler.
Indeed.
On the show. No, this isn't the first time he's ever bowled.
Well, if it was his first time, how could he have already thrown a 183? Come on, Jay.
Would be. I know. I need to pull myself together.
Come on, Jay. We're trying to put a show together here.
It's a travesty.
Unbelievable.
I know.
We're going to get canceled.
What a calamity.
10 for Bob.
All right, Bob, just 3 on that first ball there. He's cluster of 5 to the left and 2 on the right. Finds the curtain. But it's got some work to do to clean this up. A little bit of rough box there, only 4. Maybe some nerves there, Richie.
Yeah, could be.
Norcross, been on the show before. I believe made it to the semifinals at one point, maybe even the finals. Norcross with a pitch out to the left, but he drops 5.
As we went over last show that he was on, Dave, Nick has got some absolutely monster numbers.
Yes, indeed. Nick has a high single of 210 done at Woburn Bowler-Drome, and he has a high triple of 456. Averages, says on the sheet here, 130 out of Woburn. That's pretty good.
That's ridiculous.
210 is amazing.
But only starts out with an 8 box so far. Comes in with a beautiful pitch right in the 1-3 bucket, drops 9, leaving just a 2-pin with a piece of wood out in front. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that should cover unless he goes too far left on it. And he goes too far left.
You called it,
on
Richie. Makes up to 10 though, but he does grab a 4-pin lead. Nick knows he let one get away there.
I was just thinking the same thing. He knows that exactly the mistake he made on that one. Let's see if Bob can get right back in the match. Pushes through the middle, takes out the spread eagle and the 4-pin. Couple pieces of wood involved. He'll probably play the side with 3 and hope that he can get one of those pieces involved with it. Tries just that, but takes 2.
All right, just an 8 box. Bob looking to get things going here for himself on 16.
Bob at 22 through 3 frames.
Right, Bob drops 7. He's a 1-3-8, no wood. Well, there was a piece of wood back there. I just didn't see it at my angle. But he missed a head pin on the shot. Looking to clean it up for a 10.
Oh, just missed it.
So it's a 9. Compared to our other matches so far, this is surprisingly off to a much slower start. Nick looking to change things right now.
And right on time, a half Worcester left. So both bowlers trying to battle a little bit.
And he finds the curtain on the second ball. Trying to hit the shot on the outside.
Most bowlers will play the safe side here. Try the 3-pin or thereabouts. And
Yep, make sure you try to get a decent frame. But gets just 7. So he gives a pin back.
Nick is our first lefty bowler of the winter series.
Here's a nice good pitch. Right in the 1-2 pocket, and he gets a strike with 6-pin, the last to fall. So,
Great ball from Nick.
our first mark of the match. Comes at a great time for Nick. Bob looking to answer. Answers with a pocket crusher of his own. Drops 9.
Looked like it might have been the 5-7 there for a second, but that other piece of wood just pushed the 5 right into the, now in front of the 7.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Yep, there it goes.
Clutch mark from Bob there.
So Bob answers Nick's mark. Have a slight housekeeping duty to just clean up on lane 16. Piece of wood in the channel. Looking for the big fill. Gets 6. Leaves the 1-3-7-10. Looking to convert.
Oh.
Not able to. Manages to get a 7 box. Not what he was looking for.
No, it's a 6-fill 7 box, and that's going to leave the door open for Norcross here on the strike, heading into the 5th.
Norcross with I think a 3-pin lead before this fill. 4, maybe 5, but he hits 7 on the first ball. Here's the 1-3-7. Piece of wood between the 1, 3, and 7. Should help him more than it'll hurt him. Oh, a little too heavy on the head pin, I think. Not able to carry the 7. But he cleans it up for a big 10. Takes a 7-pin lead after 5, 54-47. Oh, Nick right in the 1-2 pocket again, and a strike again on lane 16. Nick seems to be homed in on lane 16.
He's got that one figured out.
All right, pressure back on Bob now. Down a total of 10 pins and a mark. Right, drops 6, leaves the check mark left. Pushes it a little wide left of the mark. Gonna clean it up for a 10. Only 9.
Bob just a little off. Through 7 frames.
Bob with a terrific ball there.
Yep, that's a good ball. He's got the 4-pin now and all kinds of wood. Let's see what it ends up deciding to do.
Well, you can see it.
Just going to go right at it probably here. This is really a must-make at this point.
Oh, no. Oh!
Clips the front wood.
But he's
ball
able to...
takes the pin and...
He's able to make it.
That's that.
Probably not what he wanted to do, but he managed to get it anyway.
And at this point, he'll take it.
Nick working on a strike, looking for the double. Drop 7, leaves the 1-8-9. Piece of wood next to the head pin line, perpendicular to it. Doesn't
it's actually
really
up on the lip a little bit, so he's got to Might jump on
Gotta
him
throw
if
the
he hits
perfect
it.
spread eagle ball. Takes out just the 8. And that'll be an 8 box.
Now Norcross up 17, but opposite of Mark here. Pulls that one a little bit to the right. Takes out just the triangle on the right-hand side.
Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about the USCBA?
Sure, certainly. The USCBA is a proud sponsor of New England Candlepins. We do a lot of work in the game and looking to build more programs. You can always find out a lot more about what we do on our website, www.uscandlepin.com. On the website, you'll find a whole list of tournaments, pro tournaments, TV shows, all of the roll-off dates for all of them. You can find out pretty much everything else you want right there on that website. If you have any questions, you can always email us at uscba@uscandlepin.com.
Can you find out about that Western Mass tour that Richie guy is a part of?
Yeah, he's still got to give me the schedule, though.
He's not president of that. I know that.
No, I have a little something to do with it. I tend to run everything, but I'm not the president. I don't like to say that. Yeah, I run the Western New England Pro Tour, which is a series of events once a month out in the western part of Massachusetts. And the schedule is tentative at the moment for the second part of the season, but we might actually have a stop in Vermont this year. We'll see how that goes. But mostly the western part of the state, and all of the results of those events and future scheduling can be found on the website at the USCBA website, uscandlepin.com.
Oof. Bob, when he was working on his fill, unfortunately, was only able to get one. So it appears that Nick Norcross will indeed move on. Still got to roll the ball, though.
Bob Anderson with a tough 93. We didn't see the best of him in this program.
No, unfortunately not.
He was just a tick-off, it seemed like.
And that will mathematically put Nick over the top. It's just a matter of what is the final score going to be. Once again, the match has been decided by the second bowler before he even rolls the 9th box, pretty much. Nick with just a 9, or an 8, excuse me. He must have hit a pin in the gutter and taken out that 10 pin, which is, of course, not allowed. Nick, loving lane 16, crosses over to what looks like the 1-3 pocket. Gets another strike on 16, so that's 3 strikes out of 5 boxes on that lane. So he's really cooking well on that lane. Looking for a double. Drop 7. Sitting at 114.
Yep, so those 3 strikes on lane 16 is going to do it.
Oh, and he converts it for
Spare for good measure.
Spare, yeah.
So, that match ends with Nick Norcross winning 117-93 over Bob Anderson. And we'll be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment. We're back with our bowlers from our second match of today's show. Bob, 93.
Yeah, not
tough
too
match.
Good. Not too good, but you know, I was hoping for better. Had a couple of lousy fills. Wasn't really hitting the head pin, but I'll come back.
You see, yeah, you said you weren't on the head pin. You seem to be just missing it on a number of your frames.
Yeah, a little nervous. I haven't been on TV in like 8 to 10 years, so.
Yeah, and that is a constant theme we hear from people that are here for the first time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hey, it's a pleasure. I'm glad you came out, and I'm sure we'll see you back here again.
Thank you.
So, Nick, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job. Ended up with a 117. You had a couple of tough frames, but then you had a couple of frames that you really bowled well.
15, I'm not too comfortable with yet. 16, I'm really comfortable because it's all been marks except for, what was it, the second box? Yeah, so I'll figure it out.
Well, unfortunately, you have to bowl on both of them.
Oh, I know, yeah. But I know I got John Kafalas, and I know what he's capable of, so I hope I can bring my A game.
Absolutely. You'll take on John Kafalas in the Elite 8 round. So that'll be a great match. John, in his match, bowled a 147 in his defeat of Jeff Sluzinski. Still can pronounce that name. So I'm pretty proud of myself there. So great match, guys. Next week, we'll be back with another round of 16 match. So that'll do it for today's show. I'm Jay Horrigan for Richie Myrick with a K and Dave Chestercove and our director, Matt Ferrara. We'll see you next week on New England Candlepins.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ficco's Family Bowladrome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficcosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.